we are going to be answering a request that a few of you have actually asked us to do, and that's to rank different silver products, what we think is, I guess, the best to buy, and that's today's topic.
So?
All right, so we've got a handful of different products, different coins.
This stuff you wrote down. I have mine right in front of me.
You have yours right in front of me.
You know.
So Andrew's got a couple of bars here.
This is always my number one recommended right here.
This one. All right, so we're gonna
ugliest,
but
definitely best bang for your buck.
All right, so Andrew's getting right into it. So are we talking generic bars?
Generic bullion.
So Andrew, on a scale of like A through E, like A being like top notch, right? So here's because I'm gonna be putting pictures on the edit today of this, but
you look creative today.
Thank you. Thank you.
It looks sharp today, man.
I appreciate it. It's the nicest thing you've ever said. So, generic bars, you think that's the best?
Top of my list.
Top of the list,
I don't
generic
know about the best,
bars?
but it's definitely up there.
All right, so Andrew's putting generics at the top. I'll say this, right now, just the way that the market's been, I would have to put generics towards the top, only because people are financially having a difficult time actually buying and they're buying the cheaper stuff.
Definitely.
But in normal times where people have a little bit more like discretionary income and everything, it's moving down. Yeah. I'm going to put it at B. I'm going to put it on the second.
I'd agree with
all right.
that.
Wow. That was simple. So I'm going to put it here. Generic.
Yeah, you know what?
Still not
I have
bad,
a soft spot now for Eagles, man. Eagles are just the coin.
Eagles?
Yeah.
All right, so if we're on silver Eagles, on the scale of
that's top
like
notch.
E is like doggy do.
It's dog do.
You think Eagles are top notch?
Top notch, man.
Eagles top notch for Andrew. Why? Before I put it on there,
you know, they just the only coin really that has a decent premium right now when you're selling it back. You know, most this other stuff.
They're very liquid too,
and they're liquid. You know, they're very recognizable. They're I like them. Definitely top on my list.
All right, so we're gonna put Eagles at the top of the list. We're gonna put that at A. I don't even remember because I did do a ranking video, and I think I may have had them lower. I don't know because like right now when you're looking at price of spot, what is it at 34 and change?
Yeah.
And then we end up adding. Like I know a lot of online dealers are like $5-6 over just for Eagles, but
even wholesale.
I know wholesale's expensive. Yeah. Wholesale's expensive. And a lot of people are still in the mindset of like, I'm not paying $45 for a silver eagle. But that's,
you know what? It's different now. At $34 an ounce, almost $35. You know, plus $4 or $5, you're talking $40 an ounce. It's an expensive coin.
I know.
You know? But
so you still think
when
it should
you're selling it back, I'm paying $275 over right now for sealed tubes.
Okay.
You know, so
we're putting it at the top.
You're getting it back there where like this stuff, man. I'm at like minus a quarter, and to the public. Man, it's like minus 80 cents, minus $1.
You're buying it at minus 80,
yep.
Right?
Yep.
It's the way it is. I was having the conversation on the phone with a friend of mine just on my way over here, and I was saying to him, I feel like the only way that people are making any sort of money in this business right now is if they're buying from the public below spot, and they're able to like charge close to spot, or because how could you be competitive? How about Britannia's? I would put, honestly, out of all of these different things on this list, Silver Britannia's, I would actually put, I would have them at the top.
I put these all in the same category. Britannia's, Maples, Krugerrands.
No, but we can't for the sake of the video. Number one.
Yeah, no, I know.
And number two, I know you put
it the same.
They're government minted, sovereign, run of the mill generic coins, but like, keeping in mind now that we have to separate these, some have to go lower.
I definitely put Britannia's on top of that group.
I'm putting Britannia's at the top at an A because they're, in my opinion, among the cheapest, and they've got the really nice design. They also have the security features on it.
No, I agree with that. Nice coin.
All right, so we're putting Brits at the top. Let's cross that one off. All right, so since we're on these,
I
what
put
about
Krugerrands above Maples? Maple's my least favorite coin.
All right, so then let's go to Maples. So Maples, where's that?
Bottom of the dog do.
E.
Dog do.
You know, he's putting E.
Anyone who owns Maples, man, they just get They get the milk spots. They get the scratches on the
Yeah.
queen's face, the king's face.
They do get the milk
And
spots.
it's like once that happens, and you try and
Nobody
sell
wants
it back,
them.
minus 50 cents.
All right.
Sealed tubes. I don't know what I'm
You
paying
sold me on
Maples
that.
plus $1.
Maples,
but
I'll put them at the
there's
bottom.
always an issue with them. I just sold them today. I had 2 beautiful tubes, and when I see that stuff, I get excited because I know it's going right on my website. But
Right.
once I pop them open, they've never been out of the tube before.
And they
They're
have
scratched up and have milk
issues.
spots on it. So
How about Libertads? I would put Libertads like second from the top because of their premiums. Like they're
yeah, they do have a
expensive.
higher premium.
They're hard to stack.
You know what? Selective audience.
Yeah.
Only some people have a thing for Libertad.
For whatever reason, a lot of the people that go onto my auctions Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, they like Libertads.
Yeah, no, that's popular, but it's
But they're
a certain
expensive.
bunch.
It is. So I'm saying like they're second from the top. Where are you putting them on here? And then we'll come with the. Are you like down at the bottom?
I'm right in the middle.
You're at C. All right, we're gonna put
iffy on it.
All right, we're gonna put Libertads in the middle. How about Krugerrands?
You know what? Krugerrands are right there with the Britannias to me.
At the top.
Yeah, I
Because
just like that they're cheap. Same thing. They're recognizable. Everybody knows the Krugerrand. Knew that they're doing it in silver, but they're still, they're hot. They sell for me.
Do they?
Yeah.
People will buy the gold ones from me because they've got we could do a ranking video of the gold ones on another video, but Krugerrands, you're saying at the top, man.
I like them. They're cheap, and
there's
they
no way
don't
for
have
me-
that mirror finish like the Britannias or the Maples that get scratched up on them.
Okay.
The only thing I ever see a problem with Krugerrands is toning, and
And
depends
you're
depends
just
on
buying
where
them
you
for
store 'em.
generic bullion almost
Yeah,
anyway.
pretty much at the price that they're offered at. They're like premium generic bullion.
How about kangaroos? I'd put those towards the bottom. I just think they're so bland, generic.
Kangaroos
Nothing
and the
changed.
Philharmonics are just.
We forgot about the fills. So we'll save the fills for after. So the kangaroos.
Yeah,
what are you thinking?
doo-doo.
Dude,
down on the
bottom of the list. We're putting the roos down there. I'm going to write silver.
And we'd love to hear everybody's comments about these coins.
They're going to
too.
be blasting
Whether-
us. How
yeah,
could
I'm
you
sure.
put these there? How could you? I love my
Kangaroo's
kangaroos.
my favorite coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
How
believe it.
about Philharmonics? They're also kind of like
Yeah, they're down there too. Dog do. But nice coin. It doesn't really scratch up. Doesn't really. It's just not popular.
it isn't. It
I
isn't
don't know.
popular.
The gold one. Either.
I do like the tubes that they come in. I don't know why. I like the
Cool.
red tubes. You're like, whatever. Who's buying them for the tubes? Yeah. So kangaroos we already did. How about the pandas? Pandas have become very expensive.
They're expensive, and they're beautiful coins.
And they change designs year to year.
But, and I hate to say this, man, people, the minute they hear
30
Chinese,
grams?
no,
and
they hear
turned
Chinese,
off.
they get turned off. They said, oh man, how do I know this is real?
What if we put them at the D? Down at
Yeah.
towards the bottom because they still have some merit.
They are cool.
They are cool.
Yeah.
They changed designs. People got turned off, like you said, from China.
Right.
They switched from 1 ounce to 30 grams. How dare they?
Yeah,
like
that's a
there's-
little confusing too.
Yep. All right. So we're putting pandas second from the bottom, and they've become expensive for people looking to just buy them. Like today or recently, I got an offer for the 2024s or 2025s. You need to answer that.
Kind of.
Go ahead, answer it, and I'll
No,
edit it out.
I can't do
All right. As soon as we cut, you'll call that person or business. Pandas. I'm putting at down here at D. How about the
Semi-dog do.
Semi-dog do. How about koalas? What are your thoughts? They change design year to year.
Still another high premium coin.
Yeah.
You know.
Higher premium. Oh,
Yeah.
duh.
Kookaburras.
Yeah. So koalas, where you putting?
They're kind of the same thing.
No, they're not. Koalas, where you putting them? You really don't know, do you?
I'd say D.
D?
Because they do come in the airtight capsule.
They do come in the capsules.
So that you never really have to worry about them scratching or anything happening to them.
Yeah.
They are a little pricey, but same thing. Kind of cool to add to your stack to have in your collection.
All right, I'm interested in what your thoughts are on the
Same
kookaburras.
thing. I'd have them right next to each other.
I would have to say they're at least in the middle to like up here because
that's pushing it.
they started in like 1990, I think, and like it's a coin that like a series that people can still collect and still like go back and collect for like older years without necessarily like breaking the bank completely. So, do you want to go? I'm overriding you here, and I'm putting them up here. I'm putting them right up there. You got a whole bunch thrown
You
into
like
the
that high
dog
premium
do.
stuff, though, man.
No, I even I
You're
told you
sucking
the
for that
generics,
stuff.
not as much. All right, so we're gonna say all the other semi-numismatic stuff like
So
that
what do you
are like
consider semi-numismatic?
semi-numismatic is like collectible. You know, like if they have like the pirate coins, like only 20,000
man.
of these, or 30,000
Man.
of those, or
Is there one-
25,000 of those.
Is there one under the dog do?
You were really putting them all the way down there?
Nah, you know what? It's the same thing. It's.
I'm thinking
yeah,
here.
It's it's the same thing with the Libertads. You have to have that audience that wants that stuff. You know.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
putting
iffy on it.
semi-
Same thing. I would definitely add it to my stack, but
I can't. I have to go at least here because the thing is this: if
whose
you
list is this?
if it's a combo. Here's why: if you
Keep changing it.
if semi-numismatics, like the thing is again too, like because when you buy them, right, you're buying maybe $4 or $5 over spot, but essentially when like spot goes up too, like you stand to make a bunch more money. Number one, just because spot's gone up, but also because they're collectible, right? Like like Marvel coins, DC coins, the pirate coins, like the Queen's Beasts, like all these different semi-numismatic coins. They're not quite crazy on the high end of the collectibles, but
Hey, do you see as the price going up, like the prices and that stuff going down, or is the demand and that stuff going down?
demand is going down.
Yeah.
The demand is going down. It is because people don't want. It's a psychological thing. They want to get stuff as cheap as possible now. This is like the only way that they can
That's hot.
get it
That's
as
what's
cheap
hot
as
right
possible. That's it.
Yeah.
It definitely is going, but it's not always going to be like that. Like I've never seen a market quite like this, and a couple other dealers who I've been talking to have said the same thing.
But I wonder what's going to happen going forward. Like prices keep going higher.
It's going to continue to get
what's-
more difficult.
Yeah.
People have to pivot. People have to change. It's going to become more challenging for sure. All right. What about collectibles? Man,
Yeah,
you
that's all
really
right. Let's
wanted
go. We only got a couple more left.
collectibles, like high-end collectibles. What do you think? You go first.
Yeah, not a top priority on mine. As low as possible. I know you love that stuff.
You're on the
you love for it to bring it up a little bit. But
I'll go second from the bottom because if anything, or this market has shown like, man, his phone is blowing up as if like
you know what, we took this risk
we
coming
did.
in during the middle of
We're almost
my workday here.
Done. Push through focus.
That's all right. These people gonna have to wait.
So you're down here in the doggy do. I'm kind of at D. Let's go over here. We're gonna put them over here.
There you go.
Collectibles. We'll put them down towards
Not quite semi-dog, dude.
No, but like I've definitely lost quite a bit of money on some of these
and that's the
recently.
issue. That's the problem you have when you buy that stuff.
90%, like we're talking dimes.
Hot right now.
Yep.
All
right.
hot right now. A lot of
I
people
hate
buy
it.
And you know what? It's the cheapest it's been in a while. The premiums are low on it.
I hate it, but I'll put it up at A because I know that that's what's selling right now. And then lastly, we have
This is
2
one.
coins left. Peace dollars. Where are you putting those?
Definitely below Morgan's.
I agree. So where would
No.
you put peace dollars on A through E?
D.
D.
Not quite dog doo-doo.
Okay, but they're
But
down
they're
there. People don't
good,
like them. And so Morgan's A, B, or C, or top notch, second level, third
Morgan's
level
I had
down.
to put it B.
Yeah,
And,
I'm with you. They're not
I've
like
seen they started to come up in value a little bit too. I don't know if you've seen that recently.
last
Oh,
one, and then like slabbed
slab.
stuff, like slabbed
See?
Morgans and peace dollars. Like
Yeah, the
where would you put
slabbed like
numismatic
anything
stuff?
over MS63 in Morgan dollars, I would definitely recommend. I think
Where
I
would
have
you
them
put
my
them on
website.
the? Where would you? What's your
In the middle,
website?
Bayshore Bullion Exchange.com. I think I have them for $69.99. I'm about to lower the price. To
Depends.
65.
Depends
no, I can't
on-
sell them at 69.
But it depends on
They're all
what
in
grade.
63 random year.
Okay, so where are you putting them? A, B, C.
I'd be right in the middle with them.
Here.
Yeah.
Numismatics below
'Cause they're
raw.
not really. You are paying a little bit over the silver price. They're not really a great bang for your buck, but they're, as a collector's piece, definitely the cheapest thing you can get in silver. Pretty cool.
So to recap, we're just going to talk about the top ones: Silver Eagles, Britannias. I don't know how he's putting Krugerrands on there. I threw him a bone. Krugerrands up at the tippy
Love the
top.
Krugerrands.
Oh my god! And then 90% at, and then the doggy do. We've got the Philharmonics, Maples,
Maple Leafs.
and the Kangaroos.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Not big fans of them.
I know you're not, and I hate this stuff, but I put them up there.
I appreciate it, man.
Guys, let us know in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree with our list? What would you put at the top, and what our doggy do to you guys? And check out his website one more time.
BayshoreBullionExchange.com.
EmpirePreciousMetals.com. I also have my auctions Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern, and we will see you next week.
Have a good weekend.